Two Mississippi towns are reeling after deadly shootings at homecoming events late last night. Thanks for joining us here on this Saturday. I'm Alex Dieterer. In Leland, Mississippi, 4 people are dead and about 20 others are hurt after gunfire erupted downtown following a high school football game. On the opposite side of the state, in Needleburg, 2 more people, including a pregnant woman, were shot and killed on a school campus. At this point, no arrests have been made in either of these shootings, and a third incident in Sharkey County is also under investigation. The governor is calling it a tragic night for Mississippi and promising justice for the victims. Back here at home, 1 man is dead after he was shot in the Chickasaw neighborhood earlier today. LMPD responded to calls of a shooting in the 3600 block of Garland Avenue around noon. LMPD said there, officers found a man inside the home suffering from a gunshot wound. Officers performed life-saving measures before EMS arrived, but the man was pronounced dead shortly after. LMPD's homicide unit is currently investigating, and as of right now, LMPD says all parties are accounted for. Well, right here in Louisville, a Scott County EMT is fighting for his life after his wife says he's had a bad reaction to a common cold. WHAS11's Clarice Shaley spoke with his wife this afternoon, who says her husband has a lot more life to live.
In a matter of 3 days, I'm told twice that if I don't make this decision right now, my husband will die.
Brooke Williams' husband, Dylan, is in critical condition at Norton Audubon Hospital in Louisville, and she's been by his side throughout all of it. She says doctors believe Dylan has had a rare reaction to the common cold. She says he's had fluid around his heart that's had to be removed.
He's healthy, and every doctor has said that. Every single one of them we have met has said there is no reason that somebody so young and so overall healthy, no really extensive health issues at all, get so sick so fast.
26-year-old Dylan Williams has given his life to service. He works for Scott County EMS in Indiana and volunteers for the Vienna Township Volunteer Fire Department. His wife says his family is very important to him and loves his baby daughter. Brooke Williams tells me this is the 4th hospital Dylan has been at in several weeks, but she says things are starting to look up.
And within 24 hours of being at this hospital, he has leaps, bounds, changed everything. So I'm incredibly grateful for this hospital and the amount of knowledge that all of these people have here.
Brooke is ready to work through recovery with Dylan and says he has a long life to live to continue being a dad and serving his community. Off Poplar Level Road, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 on your side.
Donations are going to the Vienna Township Fire Department, and Brooke says they're very thankful for all who've reached out and visited Dylan during this time. And today, the city celebrated the completion of 3 new public murals. To honor their hard work, artists who worked on one of the murals hosted a community block party. The festivities featured music, food, and opportunities to meet the artists behind the murals. Local artists worked closely with residents and local organizations to create artwork connected to the character and culture of its location. Artists Daniel Dean and Brittany Conder collaborated with the All or Nothing Boxing Academy in Louisville, inspired by the gym's motto.
And one of those being the tagline of the nonprofit is chess, not checkers. And that just, it was like a light bulb going off of like rich imagery we could use to develop the mural. And then we just
bounced off each other and started talking about like chess, not checkers, and using like strategy in boxing, and started using visual elements of chess, and we also included Muhammad Ali and some gold gloves to show that they're all winners.
You can find Dean and Conder's mural Chess, Not Checkers at the All or Nothing Boxing Academy on West Main Street. The neighborhood is on East Broadway, and Reflecting and Blooming is on West Market Street. And just yesterday, the Clifton neighborhood lifted the cover on a new multi-sensory art installation. The new mural allows people of all abilities to take in and enjoy its beauty.
2, 1. Okay. Woo! Oh my gosh, so beautiful. So
The This comes thanks to a collaboration between Louisville Visual Art and the Kentucky School for the Blind. The 58-foot mosaic, led by local artist Liz Richter, tells the story of the Clifton neighborhood through scenes shown through the raised tile, allowing those who have visual impairment to experience the art with the help of audio programming and an accessible website. WHAS11 photojournalist Aspen Hester first showed you this mural coming together in early September. Louisville Visual Arts Executive Director says the project will help students learn more about the neighborhood's history and about accessibility in general.
Students will be able to come here and learn about history, learn about accessibility, and they're learning about art making, right? So there are so many things they'll learn from it. We've been able to support so many local artists and makers in this project, and it is about making art accessible.
You can check out Clifton's newest art installation by heading to 150 State Street. That's just down the road from the Silver Dollar on Frankfort Avenue. Well, today in Tel Aviv, families gathered in Hostage Square, anxious for loved ones still in need of help in Gaza. The clock is now ticking on a 72-hour deadline for Hamas to release hostages, which is part of phase 1 of the peace agreement. Thousands chanted "Thank you, Trump," as envoy Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner, and Ivanka Trump, who helped negotiate the ceasefire, addressed the crowd. Families speaking out, saying they're holding on to hope as long as they can.
Today, we stand at a pivotal moment. A deal is on the table. We finally feel hope. But we cannot and would not stop now. Every single hostage must come home, the living and the deceased.
U.S. troops are in Israel to monitor the agreement but will not enter Gaza. Israeli forces have partially withdrawn as tens of thousands of displaced Palestinians return to ruins. The UN says more than 90% of Gaza's buildings are damaged or destroyed as humanitarian aid now rushes in. 18 people are missing and believed to have died in an explosion at a munitions factory in rural Tennessee. Yesterday, the community came together to pray for the victims. ABC is on the scene with the details.
Residents of this small rural community about 60 miles west of Nashville coming together to remember the missing from Friday's tragic explosion. The massive blast happened at 7:45 Friday morning at Accurate Energetic Systems, a facility with 80 employees that manufactured explosives. Rescue crews searched for survivors throughout the night, but officials now say they're working under the assumption that no one in the building survived the explosion.
We've had more than probably 300 people. It's done very delicate, very methodical things inside the scene. And at this time, we have recovered no survivors. It's a great loss to our communities.
The building completely leveled by the blast, cars in the parking lot charred. The explosion felt for miles. This Ring camera shows the shaking 11 miles away from the plant. Debris landing in Lauren Rourke's yard 4 miles away.
The whole house shook. I looked out my bedroom window and I could just see all kinds of insulation debris just falling down. It's all over our yard, all around the house.
Multiple agencies, including the FBI, ATF, and Homeland Security, are on scene as investigators work to determine what caused this deadly explosion. Officials stress the investigation will take time.
We were already going slow, and now we're slowing things down even more, just for safety for everybody.
Officials say the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is using rapid DNA technology to process the scene so families can be notified.
A devastating loss, and we will continue to bring you updates both on air and online.